Finally, it is Friday morning, y'all.
Yes.
And how you guys doing this morning?
I'm doing good.
I said these guys, Lou, tuning in. I
Okay,
said,
fine.
Not you.
How are you guys doing this morning?
Yes. Now back to you, Punita. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Are you doing good?
It's getting chillier in the morning.
It's getting cold in here.
I'm finally
so
ready for fall.
Put back on your coat.
With my denim jacket. I
your
love
hoodie.
it.
Yes. And for those of you guys in Korea right now, the weather is getting chillier and chillier, which I love.
Yep.
It's kind of romantic.
It is.
It's a cuddle, get together and be romantic season.
Yeah, it's not that cold yet, but I'm getting tired of the summer. It's getting too hot.
No offense, I love the heat, I love the beach and everything, being raised up in Jersey, living by the beach, but sometimes we need a little cool breeze to cool things down.
Yep.
And when with your friends, hang out, bring out the throw blankets and everything, sit around the fireplace, and watch some movies and stuff.
Let's do a high five.
High five!
Do you feel encouraged?
Look at me, I'm laughing so hard because I'm so encouraged.
Well, I recently watched this video of a boy reaching up and high-fiving a cat while he was riding a bike. Did you see that movie? I mean, not movie.
That video?
Yeah.
Now, did you see the other video?
What video?
You know the piano song called Chopsticks?
Uh-huh.
A cat playing chopsticks with chopsticks.
No way, Jose. Oh, actually, I heard of it. Oh, my God.
That's the funny one.
But I feel like sometimes you just need a little encouragement to get going on a new day.
That is true. And yes, I guess, you need that kind of company to kick off your day. Nothing too special, Just have the good people around you.
Yeah.
And that's what we're here to do. We're trying to be your good company. And we have a great song for y'all to start off your Friday morning. This is Frank Ocean with
Try.
That was Frank Ocean singing.
Try.
And you guys are now tuned into What's Poppin' with your boy Brian Jew and your girl
Panita Bajaj.
on TBS efm 101.3 in Seoul and its surrounding areas.
GFN 98.7 in Gwangju and 93.7 in Yeosu.
Oh, good teamwork today. That deserves a high five. So, a couple of reminders. If you haven't already, please follow us on Twitter at TBS What's Poppin'.
And if you have an email, send it to us at efmpoppin@gmail.com if you have any questions or want to leave us any messages.
And if you're interested in our playlist, you got to come check out our website at tbsefm.soul.kr/EFM and /What's Poppin'. But for now, a word from our sponsors. Alrighty, boys and girls, now it's time for today's pick. But before we do today's pick, we deserve a high five. With the fall weather coming, what do you usually do, Punita?
Oh, well, since the weather change, you need to, change your wardrobe for the heavier clothes.
That is very true. During the weather change, what I like to do, I'd call it winter or fall cleaning.
Okay, not spring cleaning.
Spring cleaning. Spring cleaning is when you get out all your t-shirts, you pack away all your heavy stuff, you get all your cleaning agents and stuff like that, and you clean your house and you put all your summer clothes out, but now
it's
getting colder. Now what I do is, sometimes, because I have an open closet, so I have all my clothes from the winter season and summer season.
Open closet?
Yeah, like a big closet.
Walk-in closet?
Walk-in, but it's open, like huge. No doors, whatever.
Showing off!
No, I'm just saying, there's no doors. So what happens is when you have clothes just lying around in the closet like that for a long time, over time it just smells like mildew or musky. It's not dirty.
From your clothes?
Because...
But I know what you mean.
Or whatever
Yeah. Clothes have a smell.
Exactly. So what I do is I take the thicker clothes, the fall clothes, and I send it to the dry cleaners or... thicker clothes that you can wash in the machine. I just put in the laundry machine, clean it, and while it's in the machine, then I clean the rest of the closet, the dust, all the old stuff. And I also look for stuff that I don't wear anymore.
Right.
And then I give it to charity.
Right.
Or my friends. Or I take it to church. And put it in little donation bins. Donation!
And with some of the summer clothes, a lot of people, layer them under the winter clothes as well, like t-shirts or just tank tops. So people can't really put away all the summer clothes in the storage, which makes it harder to reorganize.
And because it's harder to reorganize, we got some tips for y'all right now to get more space, I guess, in your closets.
No way, Jose. Now, first of all, use curtains to transform a corner for storage. So there's no better way
Good point.
to take advantage of an awkward space than using it into an extra storage space. So use it wisely.
Yes. And also, you can also get a wardrobe rack. Now, for those of you guys who don't know what a wardrobe rack is, you can actually use one of those vintage bellhop carts that they have at hotels and motels. If they're not using it, you can ask the hotel, like, look, if you guys are going to get rid of this, can I use it? And they'll be like, oh, yes. And then you can take it back to your house.
Yep.
Some people can get creative, paint it if you want to. But you can actually use that and display your gear, and it'll look cool in your house.
That's true. I actually have one for my brother.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, he puts all of his clothes there. It's like a double layer bellhop cart.
Wow.
Yes.
You got that in Korea?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they sell it everywhere.
They sell it?
Yeah.
A bellhop cart?
Well, it's not like a legitimate hotel bellhop
Okay, that's
cart.
what I was saying. Okay. Also,
you can use double duty furniture, like seats or sofas that actually function as storage cubes, like under the bottom of the sofas. They have drawers or stuff like that.
Or you can put like wicker baskets underneath the chairs and stuff like that.
Yeah, or find a cool vintage trunk that can function as a nightstand and store off-season clothing at the same time.
Not only seats and sofas, but underneath your bed as well.
Right.
A couple of smaller risers for beds will really give you guys enough space to use that space for storage.
Now, these are some really helpful tips. I feel like I'm losing more clothes every year because I just can't seem to find them. I feel like I lost them, especially socks. God, where are my socks?
The machine eats them. That's all I say.
Right?
The washing machine eats your socks.
They need food too.
And that's how they keep going. That's their energy.
Right.
Yes, and with that said, we gave you guys some great tips on, trying to, organize your closet and keep space if you need space. And if you guys do have extra clothes that don't fit you anymore, or you think, it's out of style, give it up for donations.
Yep.
Do a good deed with all your old clothes.
I did that one time and I actually sold them. I sold a huge bin of clothes and I got 3,000원.
And you know what you could do with the money that you buy or you sell your old stuff with?
What?
You buy new shoes.
I buy new shoes.
Yes, and that's a song that we have set up for you guys right now. This is Paolo Nutini with New Shoes. This is a great song for all you ladies out there because what do girls love to shop for?
Shoes!
Yes, and that was Paolo Nutini with New Shoes. Now, this song kind of reminds me of the first day of school.
I remember it every year.
Not the actual day, though.
Shoe shopping.
I thought about maybe a week to 2 weeks before school starts because they have the back-to-school sales.
Oh, my God.
Don't you miss those days?
I do, and I remember I would always get, like, white shoes, and then there was this one friend
love white sneakers.
that she would be like, oh, my God, are those new shoes? And then she would step on it. I'd be like, oh, my God, I wanted to cry.
Oh, no. That doesn't deserve a high five. That deserves a smack in the face.
Right?
So, I'm the same way, though. Back-to-school sales freak me out. You get those little magazines or brochure thingies from the mall.
Right.
I'd be like, oh, Mama, they're having a back-to-school sale at the Big M store. We gotta go back.
We gotta go.
We gotta go.
Even though we went back to school shopping. I mean, it's so scary because you go back to school shopping maybe like the month during the month where school starts, and you go early just because you feel like, oh, maybe it's not going to be there, if you go late. So we buy all the stuff, and then later on it's like 50% off more, and we're like, what?
Yes.
But it's always good to go early because it's just in case you can't find the stuff that you need.
Like sizes. Just because it goes on sale doesn't mean anything because sometimes it'll go on sale because you notice on the rack it's only X large or XXX large. I'm like, I can't fit in these clothes anyway.
Exactly.
Anyways, I like this song because it's got that upbeat rhythm. And it resembles the excitement of what we get on the first day of school, too.
You get nervous.
And you get your new books.
You get your butterfly.
I was kind of nerdy in that way.
Okay.
When you get the books, I wanted to go home so bad, and you had to put book covers on them.
Yeah.
You take the shopping bags, cut it up. And I did something crazy in high school, too. That's when I started listening to Korean music. So I took like the Sottejiwa Either pictures and then the HOT pictures, and I put it on my chemistry book, my trigonometry book, and people were like, this is where I realized, you racist little friends of mine, they're like, who's that, your family?
I wish.
I was like, actually,
cool.
that'd be cool.
I know.
Oh my gosh, it's my favorite K-pop group. But it's so exciting.
I would always drew on my book covers.
Everyone did, though.
We get the brown paper bag, and we'd be like, oh my God, this is graffiti time, and then we draw, and then sometimes it would leak through our books, and then we get in trouble.
Did you have like the rich friends who had that cool, like, it was like a clear, thick saran wrap type of material?
Oh, and it kind of like sticked on.
To the books.
I was so jealous of that.
I'd take one of my friends' books home that weren't, they didn't need that book that day, and I showed my mom, like, Oma, Look what they have
Why
at school.
can't we do this?
Yes.
Why do I have to get like a...
Why'd I have to be the broke random Asian kid at our school?
Grocery bag and just put it on my book? Why can't
I don't want a brown
colors?
book cover. I want this clear one so you can actually see the book cover.
Right?
My mom's like, naga.
Leave.
Then the conversation would end.
Just get out.
Yes.
Anyways,
it was a great song. And we're moving on to the next song. The next song actually is by an artist named Music Soul Child. Of course, I called you Olivia again. Punita doesn't know to look at the script. Normally it would be Lloyd. I said Load. But it's going to be Music Soul Child. Do you know why?
Why?
Because I like this song. And to give you information about Music Soul Child, the song we're going to play for you is called Better Man. And just in case you guys aren't familiar with this artist, you know Music Soul Child is from the America. He's from the America.
The one and only America.
And he's an R&B soul singer.
I actually don't know.
Are you familiar with his music?
No.
How you not know Music Soul Child?
I'm so sorry. I'm not really up to date.
That's the sad thing because he was here recently in Korea, maybe like 2 months ago. There's posters up in Itaewon and stuff like that. And I was like, oh my goodness.
Music Soul
Child is gonna be in my hood. I need to go see him in concert.
Did you see him in concert?
I didn't because I didn't know the exact dates. But it's funny because the person I was with who loves R&B music, they're like, who? I was like, no, you did not say who. I said, Music Soul Child is coming to Korea. And again, they're like, who that? It's like, rewind, back that up. What'd you say? So we got a little riffraff about if you know real R&B and soul music.
What kind? Oh, so it's R&B.
Yes.
Soul. Is it jazzy?
You don't know.
Oh, I do know.
That little guitar riff. Can't get you out of my system. He's very soul.
No, I don't know the lyrics.
Man.
But it sounds familiar. That intro sounds familiar.
It's a great song. So listen to this song and learn you some good R&B soul music. This is Music Soul Child with Better Man. Welcome back to the second half of What's Poppin' on TBS efm 101.3. It's already the second half of What's Poppin'. For those of you tuning in right now, you're going to get ready for our country music segment with our girl Punita. Are you ready for this, Punita?
I am so ready right now.
Guess what?
What?
We joking.
All right.
Yes, we don't do country music on this station.
No.
We might one day. But actually, in the second half, we got Say What. So if you want to find out, you'll have to stay tuned. Yeah. We back.
I
with
love
this
this
track.
intro song.
We got Punita.
Yeah.
She's ripping.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of a word that rhymed with Punita.
It's piñata.
Okay. Punita knocking piñatas in her new
Sonata.
Banakas.
Oh.
I don't know what that means.
Hakuna
Isn't
Matata.
banaka something you spray in your mouth and you want it to be minty fresh?
Isn't that like mouth spray?
That too. Anyways, we are here in the second half because it's time for Punita to drop some news on y'all, and her segment is called Say What. Now, before we get into this, have you been reading some of these news things going on in the world? Crazy news going on in the world. So for all the crazy news going on in the world, we got to give a high five. So, I love this high five thing.
I know.
It brightens up my day.
Doesn't it give you encouragement like I told
Gives
you?
me encouragement. It makes you giggle.
Yep.
Makes me laugh. And all our staff, they're laughing so hard about the pee their pants.
They did.
They pee their pants?
They did pee their pants.
I ain't cleaning up after them.
No.
Anyways, we hire people for that. So, we got some news going on in Hollywood.
One of the week's hottest news is that Pharrell Williams' iconic hat, you know that little bucket hat that he has?
What about it?
That is being displayed in a museum in Washington, D.C.
Okay.
Now, this hat is on display in the Museum's New York Times Great Hall of News from August 21st to October 26th. So in that period of time, you can see Pharrell's hat. Now, it's designed by a designer that the hat became the center of a social media frenzy between a fast food chain restaurant in America and Pharrell. Now, the hat has a big resemblance to that restaurant's logo, so he wore this hat to the 2014 Grammy Awards. Remember that? Now, the director of digital and social media sent out a SNS message to Pharrell during the Grammy broadcast saying, "Hey, Pharrell, can we have our hat back?" And joining in on the fun done, Pharrell quickly replied, "Y'all trying to start some roast beef?"
Oh, because that's what they were famous for, the roast beef sandwiches.
They're so clever. Now, by the next morning, the hat and the restaurant went on to make headlines across the country. Then, weeks later, Pharrell put the hat up for auction on a website with the profits for his charity foundation from one hand to another. And, this restaurant was eager to have their hat back on support for a good cause, so they actually purchased the hat back for the amount of $44,100 in March 2014.
That's a lot of money for a hat.
That's a lot of money.
That's more than a car. Some cars are cheaper than that.
That's more than my yearly income. Oh my goodness, so sad.
Don't tell people on air how much you make a year.
Well, it's very vague.
Oh, I feel sad for you.
No, I don't feel sad. I'm just saying.
Give me $1.
It was supposed to be funny.
Okay.
But it's for, a good cause. It's for the charity, which is a great charity from one hand to another. And Pharrell's hat is on a 2-month loan to the museum from the restaurant. So it'll be on display through October 26th of 2014.
So if you're in the area, you want to go see the hat, do it because you still have time because it's only September.
Right.
But you just made me sad about your yearly
Don't bring it up
income.
then. Why do you keep bringing it up?
You make less than $44,000 a year?
Is that not normal?
But, Punita, no matter how much money you make or how much money you don't make,
I'm rich in the heart.
You're always going to be my number one. And that's the song we have for you guys right now. This is Pharrell featuring Kanye West with Number One. That was Pharrell Williams featuring who?
Kanye West.
With Number One.
Jesus. That was
Jesus. And guess what, y'all? We have some more news.
We do. And this is the next one. What?
I'm sad still.
Why?
Because I know your income. So to brighten every day, how about we do a high five?
Okay. Oh, I feel so encouraged.
Right?
I feel like I made like $1 million last year.
Yes.
Okay, anyways. Amy Winehouse statue was built in Camden, England. Oh my God.
A statue of Amy Winehouse.
Yeah, they built a statue. Now, the statue was funded by the Winehouse family and CamdenMarket.com.
I can't accept it.
You can't accept it?
No.
Why not?
No, because they don't have a statue of me in the UK. What? We're having one of Amy Winehouse.
What? I don't know what you said, honestly. I really
don't. You have a statue of Amy Winehouse, but don't have a statue of Brian Jew in the UK.
Well, because you're not from the UK.
Rubbish.
Is it rubbish? Is it garbage?
It is garbage.
Anyways. The sculpture will be commemorated in a ceremony on the singer's 31st birthday on September 14th.
Birthday's coming up. It's a Sunday.
It is?
Yes.
Very good. She was born and brought up in North London and maintained close ties with the Bureau of Camden. So the memorial was originally going to be...
Not the Bureau, Borough.
Borough.
Yes.
Borough of...
Bureau is spelled totally differently.
Right.
Yes.
Borough of Camden. How do you spell bureau?
Bureau?
B-U-R-E-A-U-X. What? No, B-U-R-E-A-U-X. That's right.
You live in Korea too long time.
Spelling bee. Okay, I'm just testing.
Look, I went from my English accent.
Why did you say O?
I don't know why you said O. Because you said beer O.
I ended the...
Back to the news, girl. You went off topic.
The memorial was originally going to be placed in Camden's Roundhouse.
Really?
But was moved to the Stables Market to make it, accessible to fans.
Oh, that's really touching.
It is. Camden Council doesn't usually allow statues until 20 years after someone has died. But in this, Amy's case, they made an exception.
I didn't know that about the statue.
Learn something new every day.
Yes, like I say, every day is a school day.
The Amy Winehouse statue was designed by Scott Eaton. The statue depicts Amy at her height, sporting her iconic beehive hairstyle.
For those of you who don't know a lot about Amy Winehouse, we have some news for you. Additional info. Amy Winehouse died on July 23rd, 2011 at the age of 27, and Amy Winehouse has been suffering health issues that were reported to be emphysema and other ailments. Years of drug use and alcohol abuse weakened Amy Winehouse, and Amy Winehouse's death was ruled the result of accidental alcohol poisoning. Yes.
So young.
Really,
and she is so talented. She had so many good hits.
I mean, there's that phrase, the good die young. It's also a scary phrase because you're like, oh, wait,
I don't want to be
I'm not good then? You know what I'm saying?
I'm not good then? It's like I want to be good, but I don't want to be good.
Kinda, you know? It's kind of a creepy way. Yeah. Anyways, since we are talking about Amy Winehouse, we got to play a song by Amy Winehouse. And the song we got for you guys right now is called...
You know I'm no good.
Oh, that was Amy Winehouse with You Know I'm No Good. But she was good. She was a great vocalist.
Of course.
Of course, she had to die at a young age, so hopefully she's up above watching us right now. Happy that we're talking about her.
Right.
Yes.
Definitely.
Now moving on.
Moving on to some
more news.
Great news.
What?
Eminem. Now he breaks the Guinness World Record with Rap God.
Wait, Eminem broke a Guinness Book of Records record? With a song called Rap God?
Now, according to Billboard, the legendary Detroit rapper will be added to the Guinness World Records with this song, Rap God, from his album, The Marshall Mathers LP2.
Now hold on. What does it take for you to be considered legendary? You have to be in the business for a long time?
No, I don't think so.
So you're legendary?
Oh, actually, no, I'm not legendary.
But what is it, like
just
a 5-year period? What?
I don't know. I don't think there's a set, definition.
I was always curious about that. The legendary, I would call like Luther Vandross legendary.
Okay.
The Ozzy brothers, the Temptations. They're legendary. Celine Dion.
Michael Jackson,
Madonna.
Janet
But
Jackson.
Eminem, I don't know if he really suits the title legendary. Or he's a great rapper. He's a great rapper.
I think he could fit it.
Okay. Sorry for cutting you off. I just was curious about the whole legendary thing.
It's okay. I think he makes the cut.
All right. Rewind. Legendary rapper Eminem.
Now, the Rap God song was recognized by Guinness World Records for having the most words in a hit single. So the total number of words clocked at about 1,560 words in 6 minutes, 4 seconds.
Wow.
Now, other rap-related Guinness World Records include most debuts at #1 on the U.S. album chart by rap artist for Jay-Z.
Okay.
Or rapper with the most U.S. 100 hits for Lil Wayne. Now, other notable artists who received Guinness World Records honors: Metallica, who received the honor for being the first and only band to tour all 7 continents, according to Rolling Stone.
Wow.
And they played a 10-song show for fans last December inside a dome on a heliport in Antarctica.
Wow.
In Antarctica. Who is in Antarctica? I don't know.
People who like the cold weather.
Scientists and,
smart people.
Yeah.
Yes.
And One Direction, I don't know why they're in there, but they were in there for being the first act to debut at #1 with
That's why they're in there.
first 3 albums.
Yes.
And Shakira also will be featured as the most liked person on SNS.
Guess what I was voted for one time?
What were you voted for?
Recently, too. K-pop celebrity who is most nice to his fans and interacts with his fans. I got #1.
That's really nice.
And #2 was Girls' Generation Sunny.
Oh.
Yes. So all of you guys who want to interact with a K-pop star, holla at your boy.
Holla at your boy, because he will holla back.
Holla back. Ooh, ooh. Holla back, youngin'. Ooh, ooh. Ain't no time,
Cause ain't no holla back, boy.
Ain't no holla back, boy. But with that said, we ain't gonna play that song.
No, we're not.
We talked about who?
Tricked you. We talked about Eminem.
Okay, the legendary Eminem.
Yeah.
So we gotta play that song for you. The Guinness Book record breaker, Mr. Eminem, Rap God. That is Eminem with Rap God! Yes, that's a very hyper song.
All of his songs are like that. It's just so violent. His words, the way he says it.
The fact that he did 1,500 something words.
Who does that?
That's me. He an educated man.
Yeah.
And he can use all those different words.
Yeah. On that
But guess what, boys and girls? Ladies and gentlemen. Oranges, apples.
Cows and horses.
You know what you said last time?
Horses and cows.
You said cowboys and horses.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
What would you think of if you said cowboys and?
Indians.
There you go. Just making sure. It is time to wrap up our show. But before we go, we have a few announcements. And the first one is, if you have or had an emergency, what would you want? You want the emergency service to reach you as quickly as possible. Now, every day, police, fire, and ambulance vehicles respond to urgent calls and precious time lost. Getting there could mean the difference between life and death. So if you hear an emergency vehicle siren, please pull over, guys. Make sure that it's clear, and then check and signal before merging back into the lane.
Now, if you're in a situation where you're in need of emergency assistance, call the Emergency Center 119. There are operators speaking in Korean, English, Japanese, and Chinese to give you assistance that you need. The number is, once again, 119.
Yes, and with that said, we have the last song for our show. And we just want to encourage you guys to go out there and make people happy because, you know, the fall season's coming up. It's getting cooler outside. And realize, just because the summer's gone, don't be like, oh, I miss the heat. It's still still a wonderful life.
It is a wonderful life.
And that's the song that we have for you guys right now. The artist's name is
Estelle.
She's got a great voice.
She does. She really does.
The voice of Estelle. And we want to thank you guys for tuning in today on this wonderful, wonderful Friday. And have a great weekend, y'all.
Yep.
And I'll be back on Monday. And on behalf of TBS What's Poppin', this is Brian Jew and
Panita Bajaj.
signing off. Peace.